Okay, we've all been there, right? You leave a networking event, you've got this stack of business cards, a bunch of promising contacts, and then what happens? Yeah, most of the time, pretty much nothing. Today, we're diving into a tool that's designed to change all of that, to turn those fleeting conversations into real, solid opportunities.
Meeting people is often the easy part. The real trick, the part where I think most of us really struggle, is everything that comes next. How do you actually take a handshake and a 5-minute chat and turn it into a valuable, long-term relationship? The hard truth is that all those hours we spend networking, a lot of the time, they just don't lead to anything tangible. It's a super common frustration, and in this explainer, we're going to break down exactly why that happens and take a look at a new way to fix it.
All right, so let's start by digging into the core of the issue. We're going to call it the follow-up problem. That critical moment right after you've made a connection where things either move forward or just fizzle out completely.
This is what's known as the follow-up gap. It's that black hole where great conversations lose steam, amazing opportunities get buried in your inbox, and all that time and effort you put in just feels wasted. And without that consistent follow-up, you never get to build the trust you need for a real connection.
So, if that's the problem, what's the solution? Well, what we need is a bridge, something smart and simple to get us across that gap and connect the dots. So let's see what that looks like.
And here it is, GoConnectIQ. I mean, the tagline kind of says it all, right? An AI-powered networking follow-up tool. It's built specifically to deal with that post-meeting chaos and bring a little order to all your networking efforts. Okay, so how does it actually work? Well, imagine you meet someone new. With GoConnectIQ, you can get instant AI-powered insights about them right there on your phone. Then after your chat, you can save their info, jot down a few notes, and this is key, set a reminder to follow up. It's designed so you never, ever drop the ball again. Now, it's really important to get this straight. GoConnectIQ isn't trying to be another LinkedIn or Alignable. It's not a new place to find people. Think of it as the missing link. It's the tool you use after you've met someone to make sure that new connection actually goes somewhere.
So let's get practical. How does this fit into your day? Well, the GoConnectIQ, or GCIQ playbook, is a really simple 3-part process. What you do before, during, and after any networking interaction. The workflow is incredibly straightforward. First, you prepare. Before you even get on the call, you can get AI insights on the person so you walk in confident. Then, you show up strong. During the meeting, you share a simple link that gives them a great summary of who you are. And finally, the most critical part, you follow up. You instantly save their profile, add your notes, and set a reminder. See? Nothing slips through the cracks.
So you might be thinking, hey, isn't this just another CRM? And that's a totally fair question. This slide really breaks down the difference. You know how traditional CRMs are often these huge, complex systems built for big sales teams? Well, GoConnectIQ is a lightweight alternative. It's simple, it's fast, and it's built specifically for building relationships, not for managing complicated sales reports. Okay, so who is this actually for? While you might think it's a tool just for salespeople, the sources really emphasize that the audience is much, much broader. It's really built for a whole range of professionals. Of course, sales and biz dev folks are going to love it, but it's also designed for small business owners, for coaches and consultants, and even for job seekers who want to make a really great impression. Basically, it's for anyone who knows their network is one of their most valuable assets. And the social proof here is pretty compelling. Listen to this from Mark Brudensky, a speaker and author. He says it helps you truly warm up a warm introduction. That really gets to the heart of it, right? It's all about being prepared and adding that personal touch. I mean, think about the tools you use every single day. Richard Brooks, who's an Alignable group leader, says GoConnectIQ has become part of his required daily routine. Wow, when something becomes a daily habit like that, you know it's providing real, practical value. All right, let's wrap this up by focusing on the ultimate goal here. Because this isn't just about getting more organized. It's about turning those handshakes and Zoom calls into actual, measurable results. Think about this for a moment. Just 7 seconds. That's all the time you have to make that initial impact. It just goes to show you being prepared isn't just a nice to have. It's a critical advantage in those first few moments. But how much difference does that prep really make? Well, the source data points to a 68% increase in success when you start a conversation with a personal connection. 68%! That is the tangible power of doing your homework and showing you actually care about who you're talking to. This final thought from Paul Odendahl really it captures the essence of this whole thing perfectly. He calls it a clear, personalized pathway to success through meaningful connections. Ultimately, that's the goal, right? Moving beyond just transactional handshakes and building something real.
So here's the bottom line. The value of networking isn't about who you meet. It's about the relationships you successfully build after you meet. And that really leaves us with one last question to think about. Are your current habits turning those connections into the results you really want?